Welcome back to another video talking about goals. If you're new around here, I break down my goals for every single month and then every 12 weeks. I love the book, The 12-Week Year. Get the book on Amazon right now. If you haven't yet, I'll link it below. But this is why I love the book so much. So we all have the big picture goal, right? Like what our goals are for the entire year. But what I love about the 12-week goal is, the year's broken up into 12 quarters, and to just make those quarterly goals, to break those up, I feel like it's a little bit less intimidating, and you're making these checklists for quarterly. So a lot of people procrastinate. They're like, oh, I have all year to achieve these. But if you actually break them out quarterly, you're more likely to achieve them, and you're likely to achieve more. That is even what I am personally seeing. So I break down my goals quarterly, and then I even dive in deeper and break them down into monthly, so that throughout each 12-week period, I'm seeing, what did I achieve this month? Okay, am I on track to achieve that 12-week goal? Do I need to step it up a little bit to achieve that 12-week goal? So that has been so helpful for me. So if you're new around here, I've been sharing my goals of the beginning of the month. So you can go back and look at my November goals video, and then we wrap it up and we talk about, okay, what goals did I achieve? What do I still need to work on? And then we talk about my goals for that next month. So in this video, we're going to talk about November's goals, what I achieved, what I didn't, and then we're going to talk about December goals, which, oh my gosh, I have a lot written down here. All right, so November, I made a goal, which I make this goal for every month, and it's a reading goal for one fiction and one personal development book. And as far as the fiction, I got Hannah Brown's new book, God Bless This Mess. I loved it. I read it in 2 days, done. As far as a personal development book, my plan was to read Four Agreements. I didn't read it. So I have listened to a ton of podcasts. I have listened to books on Audible throughout the month, but I have a goal to like physically hold a book, personal development book, and read it, and I didn't do it. So there's that. I made a YouTube goal to post 2 YouTube videos a week. And the reason why I want to do that is I want to have one new video for real estate agents, and then I want to have another video for buyers and sellers to get that content on YouTube, but to also add to my weekly email. And for the month of November, I did put out a new video every single week for real estate agents, but I did not put out content for that buyer or that seller. And I made it a goal again for December, we'll talk about later, but I'm just unsure if I want to make it a goal for buyers and sellers. But we'll get into that. So I achieved it on the realtor aspect, but not buyers and sellers. I also made this goal with Like to Know It and YouTube to make $100. So I make money every single month from affiliates that I have, and YouTube and Like to Know It are brand new to me, and I just started those in November, and I just decided to write it down and make it a goal to achieve $100 with those. Gotta start somewhere. And with YouTube, I made $24, so things are going quite slowly over here. And then on Like to Know It, I made a note here, it was $115. So anytime you purchase something on Instagram or one of the links that I share, some of the times, not always, I do make a small commission, and it adds up. I've built it up a lot with other affiliates that are doing really well that I don't necessarily have monthly goals with them, but YouTube and Like to Know It are new, so I decided to make this $100 goal. Met it with one, not the other. Okay, the next thing was to lose 5 pounds. I feel like I say this in every video. I lost 3. So I really just have 2 more to go. Okay, my next goal was to revamp my social media presentation. I'm starting back up in January, speaking to brokerages across the country via Zoom and in person. And I have a presentation already, but I need to update it. I want to revamp it, make it look awesome. And I did not do that at all. So we're gonna add that to December. But just think, like, these goals, although that was my goal for the month, I still have another month to achieve it because it's part of my 12-week goal. Moving forward, the goal for November was to get the podcast up and running, and I'm happy to report it is finally. We've actually recorded, as of me recording this video, we have done 8 episodes. Today is the third episode is going live, and things are going okay with it so far. We'll dive in deeper on another video, but for the purpose of this, the podcast is up and running, so check. Okay, I had another goal in the video to get bedrooms set up. We just moved in this house, we're getting organized and settled, and I'm happy to check that off because we're doing pretty good. A couple things that I achieved in November was I got my pop buys out for Christmas. So I shared in a previous video my Christmas pop buys with the wrapping paper and the Market Dwellings tag. I paid someone to drop all of those off, and they did. So I get to check that off. I ordered my Christmas cards. I'm in the process of addressing them. I ordered the Christmas ornaments for all of my 2021 buyers. I've got them packaged up, and I'm gonna be dropping those off to the post office today. Let's talk about December's goals. And forewarning, I have a ton. I hope that you are writing your goals down with me and that you are following up with me at the end of the month, see what you have achieved. This has been actually really helpful for me videoing the goals video. So if maybe you're needing a little extra accountability, maybe you do the exact same thing. You don't have to post it on YouTube out for the world if you do not feel comfortable with that, but maybe have an accountability partner that you're like, hey, let's do what Stevie's doing. We'll record our goals in the beginning of the month and then the end, and then we'll send it to each other and help keep each other accountable. So let me know if we can do it for each other. So I would love to see your videos. All right, so here's my goals for December. The reading goal, 1 fiction, 1 personal development. I'm gonna read the book Confess by my favorite author, Colleen Hoover. I was gonna read that last month, but Hannah Brown came out with this book. And then I'm going to read Daring Greatly. I have it on Audible and a paper copy, so I've already gotten started with that. The 2 YouTube videos a week. I can't decide. I know I'm gonna get this realtor content out for you every single week, but I just don't know about the buyer and the seller side of things. I want to create a video like for the entire process of when you buy a house and sell a house, so I can create these videos and send them to the client as they're going through the process. So that might be something that I need to think about, on something to focus on. I'm just not feeling super excited and passionate about doing educational buyer seller videos right now. So I still made it a goal for December, and to hit another $100 on Like to Know It and maybe get to $100 on YouTube. Okay, set up a meeting with my CPA. So I'm so pumped. This past weekend, I got all organized. I used QuickBooks, and I have everything organized up to date. My profit and loss statement, all of my deductions, everything is perfectly organized. So I just have to do December at this point, and I will be ready. But I'm gonna meet with my CPA to show him everything, kind of do a little rundown, talk about some investing and whatnot. So that's that. As far as my weight, I just want to lose 2 more pounds. I feel so silly sharing that with you, but hey, it's real life, and I'm all about showing up and being real and authentic. All right, so this month, December, we're gonna focus on my social media, revamping my presentation. I'm gonna get my website up and running. So I'm gonna share with you more details about my website in a later video. But right now, when you go to steviehahn.com, it is a basic generic Keller Williams website for you to search properties. But I want somewhere to have a hub with all of my content, where I can, put all the things. People can search properties on there. They can also, realtors can get my courses and content and links and guides and all of that stuff. So I've been working on it. I got a platform and I got a template for it. I'm in the process of creating it. I will chat with you more about it if I love it, because I genuinely only share things if I really love it. Whether or not I make money from it or not, I want to make sure that I love whatever it is that I'm using at that time, and before I share it out to everybody. So stay tuned about that. I'm feeling pretty good about my website though. And finally getting that in order. Okay, the next couple items that I have on here is to I'm starting to plan an event. So that's one of my goals with my business plan for 2022, and that is to start doing more events. So I'm gonna do one in February. It's gonna be a Galentine's theme, and I'm in the process of creating a checklist for event planning. Since I'm gonna be doing more, I wanna have like a nice guide. I love checklists. So I'm creating that and just getting details set. I mean, realistically, I need to have everything all wrapped up this month and scheduled and ready to go in order for beginning of February, so that I can just focus on marketing it. Okay, so December, get the event planning done, get the checklist done. Then we're gonna do my 2021 business planning. So I have everything written in Trello, but I'm gonna make a Word document and write everything out and the entire plan. And on December 8th, if you are in my Level Up on Instagram Facebook group, if you had signed up for that course, we are going to be doing, me and a woman, Jennifer, who is in the group, and she's one of the students. We are going to be putting on a 2022 business planning class. We're going to share with you our plans, our lead gen sources. We're going to answer questions, all the things. So I gave details on that in our Facebook group, and I'll share the link, and hopefully you'll join us. So I want to make sure I have everything ready on that back end in order to set up our class for success. Okay, next items is getting our Christmas cards out, getting the ornaments out, and then lastly, just like staying active. Getting out there, playing tennis, riding bikes. I love my Peloton. I love going on walks. So just trying to keep as active as possible is part of my goals as well. So that is it. I feel like I've made so many more goals for December. It's a little overwhelming, but we're just gonna take it one day at a time. Like I said, I keep this listed in Trello, so I'm casually looking at it, checking off things that I've done through the month, and I love following up at the end of the month with you and sharing with you what I accomplished, what I didn't. Hopefully, at the end of December, I can proudly say that I will be so freaking happy if I got all these things done. I would be so stoked. So I hope you're following along with me and writing down your goals. If you have any questions, any suggestions for me on future videos, please let me know. And as always, if you're still watching this, I appreciate you more than you know. Thanks for helping keep myself accountable and wanting to keep showing up on this platform. So, all right guys, I'm so awkward. I'll see you in the next one.